Hey, I'm Dr. Amy Myers. Today I wanted to talk to you about some coconut products that are being featured in my latest cookbook, the Autoimmune Solution Cookbook. So first up, we have coconut aminos. Now, coconut aminos, for those of us with autoimmunity, have been a total game changer. Anybody out there missing soy sauce? Well, look no further. We have coconut aminos. They come from an aging coconut sap. Then it's blended with sun-dried, mineral-rich sea salts. And then it comes out to your closest substitute for soy sauce. It's gluten-free and it's soy-free, and it is perfect for anyone dealing with autoimmunity who wants to be eating Asian food. Now, you do want to watch out that you are not confusing this for liquid aminos. Liquid aminos do come from soybeans. Now, in my cookbook, The Autoimmune Solution, I use this in the Thai meatball soup, chicken pad thai, and the world's best Asian flank steak. And let me tell you, it is seriously the world's best Asian flank steak. In fact, my husband and I used the marinade at our wedding for the flank steak that we served. That's how delicious it is. Coconut butter is made by grinding up coconut flesh into a paste. It's sort of like nut butter, but it's made from a coconut. Now, it's thicker than coconut oil, and it's more hearty, so it doesn't turn into an actual oil. It has more of a consistency of a butter or a fat. It's, of course, rich in healthy fats. It has fiber and nutrients. So when it's cool, like it is now, it's nice and hard. And when you warm it up, it gets creamy rather than liquidy. I love adding it to smoothies because it makes them even more creamy. It adds more fat so you can stay full for hours. And of course, it can be used in all kinds of baked goods. If you'd like to know more about different types of fats that I use in baked goods besides coconut oil or coconut butter, go to the next video and check out my video on fats and oils. I have a lot of different substitutes that are really delicious. In my cookbook, the Autoimmune Solution Cookbook, it is used in a strawberry cheesecake smoothie. It's also used as the glaze on the gingerbread cake, which is one of my absolute favorite recipes in the entire book. My daughter loves it, my husband loves it, I love it. It reminds me of my childhood and my mother, and even Mocha loves it. She begs for it. It's crazy. And it's also used in the raspberry cheesecake bites, just to name a few recipes. Coconut flakes are who we have next. It's simply shredded coconut. It's great if you're making trail mix, which we have a wonderful recipe for, granola bars, cereal, and even in baked goods. We have lots of options used in the cookbook where we use coconut flakes. Next up, we have coconut oil. Now again, I have an entire video more on fats and oils, so go over and check that out if you're interested. Coconut oil is, of course, you're probably familiar with it. It's widely used as a cooking oil, both in and out of the autoimmune community. It's used widely because it's so anti-inflammatory. It has a very, kind of a medium to high smoke point, so you do need to be careful. It also, just like the coconut butter, can be added to smoothies for extra fat. You can grease pans with it. You can use it for baking. You can use it for cooking. Just know, of course, you're going to have that coconut flavor. So if you're looking for other types of oils or fats that don't impart that flavor for cooking and baking, check out the other video. And don't forget, it can always be used as a skin moisturizer if you choose. Next up, we have coconut milk. Now, of course, the greatest way to get coconut milk is to go out and get a coconut and smash it and make your own milk. But who has time? So the second best option is, of course, to buy it in a can. Now, when you're looking to buy anything in a can, please, if you can, make sure it comes in a BPA-free can. When you're choosing coconut milk specifically, you want to get the full fat option and always choose USDA organic. The full fat option is going to offer you a lot of versatility for some of the things I'll be talking about in just a minute. If you sit it in the refrigerator overnight, let the can inside will separate. On the bottom will be more of a coconut water. On the top will be a coconut cream. And then, of course, if you shake the can, that will create a nice, rich coconut milk that can be used in anything. It's a fabulous dairy alternative for milks, yogurts, smoothies, baking, cooking, you name it. Our friend coconut milk is a game changer. Now, if you want to go all out and kind of not get the coconut and make your own milk, and you don't want it in a can, another option to make coconut milk is to use shredded coconut, mix it with water, and squeeze it through a cheesecloth. I have a recipe of exactly how to do this in my cookbook. Now, coconut cream, if you don't want to get the whole can of coconut milk and separate it out like I mentioned, you can buy it just as the cream. I have several recipes using coconut cream in the cookbook. It's one of our favorite desserts. It's a simple substitute, sort of like a whipped cream and almost like a mousse combined. It's absolutely delicious. Now, one of the other things that you can use coconut milk or coconut cream for is making a rich and creamy yogurt. Now, every Sunday when I was growing up, my mother and I would make yogurt together. Now, we used at the time whole real milk back in the day because I didn't know I had a dairy sensitivity. But I remember my mom telling me about all the good bacteria in my tummy and how we needed to make yogurt to support that. So I loved having that tradition with my mom, and I've continued it on. Now, my daughter Elle is too small to actually help me make the yogurt, but she certainly loves enjoying it. I hope you've enjoyed this video on the versatility of coconut. Now, don't worry if you're somebody who doesn't enjoy coconut or you happen to have a coconut sensitivity. I have plenty of recipes that do not contain any coconut in my cookbook, The Autoimmune Solution. Or I offer you a very simple substitute that you can use instead of one of the coconut products.